What's going on, everyone? William Stewart here, joined by my man, Mr. Sean Green, as we are expecting some fireworks this evening for a barn burner match between Jeremiah Millar and Kenny Doyle. Sean, man, this one's gonna be explosive, huh?
Guys, get your popcorn, have a seat on the couch, and just enjoy the fact that you are not going to play as well as these two guys are tonight. I'm expecting some major darts being thrown, some 7.0s and above. Um, Maybe break the record for most Boom Goes the Dynamites in one night. I think the record's 32. What do you think, bud? Do you think we can get there?
I certainly think we can get there when you're talking 50 years plus of experience on the board tonight between these two individuals. And we'll just see. I mean, both of them have quite the resume behind them. Some big wins to boot. Yeah, these guys know how to play, and I think they're gonna bring it. Some nine marks will be had. I don't know if we'll be hearing some boom goes the diamonds. Maybe a lot of boom goes the janitors tonight.
Oh man, dude, I'm so excited for this. Jeremiah Millar was in our chat, the very first CSC Challenger Series, with the one that Kenny Doyle won, eventually, you know, trying to get qualified for this, asking how to get qualified for this, and here he is. I started playing darts 12 years ago when Jeremiah Millar lived in Indianapolis, and he was the king. Like he was the guy that I looked up to, the guy that you know, I wasn't good or anything, so I like looked from afar at how ridiculously awesome he was. I remember a conversation that he had with Kat Morley in mixed doubles masters at state. He looked at her and he goes, "Do you think you can hit a white horse or a hat trick more?" Like those were her two options, and whatever she decided to do, she better hit those because Jeremiah was going to do the opposite and make it count. Dude, he is, I mean, top notch dart player. I'm so excited for this. Um, Man. And then, of course, Kenny Doyle. I mean,
Santa Claus, come on, come on.
yeah, you got Florida Santa going on there. It, it's going to be awesome, man. He's only lost one leg this whole time so far, Kenny Doyle. One leg in this season. I think last season he was perfect through three matches. This one's going to be a little bit tougher, I think, for him.
Yeah, this one's gonna. He'd be lucky to get that one leg for Jeremiah Millar in this one. We'll see how it goes, though. I'm excited. Nick, I think you got a bracket for us. What do you say? Let's pull it up here as we take a look at our winner's side. As we have at the top here, Steve Diker. Ooh, showing the Facebook page. Hey,
Facebook.
oh, there we go. Maybe we don't have it yet, as he'll pull it up here in just a second. We'll start off. Steve Diker, Leonard Gates is actually in action right now. I
Oh, it's actually
they
over.
it is. Did,
Yeah,
did did Gates run it pretty quick? I was afraid that was gonna happen.
Gates has moved on to Scuba. I don't know what the final score was, but I can just see on my bracket updated. Gates did move on there. So
Oh,
yeah, that's a
I
tough loser side already, and now it's added Scuba Steve. That's just
I think I'm not gonna throw Steve underneath the bus, but I kind of will. I think that match went pretty quick because I just chimed in on it about 7:35 or so, and they had just started it off, and Gates was hitting them pretty well to start it off. So yeah, that's just how it goes. Steve will have to come through that loser side. Moving on to our match tonight, Jeremiah Millar, Kenny Doyle should be an exciting one, and then just below that, Sugar Shane Johnson taking on Mike Carter of Arizona.
yeah, that's going to be a tough one for both these guys. Just think about this: four of these guys that are in this final eight are going to be on the loser side, battling it out for the rest of that. I mean, just think Kenny Doyle or Jeremiah Millar is going to be the loser side of this bracket starting next week. The loser side is not going to be fun for anyone. And Sugar Shane or Mike Carter, either one of them that gets to that point, boy, that's also a battle. And then you look at the bottom there, Rick Hensey, Kyle Liddicky, another one where you know it's not a surprise that both those guys made it to that spot. And that's another one where the loser is going to have the advantage moving forward. But this is crazy. This CSC Challenger Series Division One for this season is better than it's ever been. And Jeremiah says it in his interview, I believe it's just going to keep getting. No, Kenny says it. It's going to keep getting harder and harder every year, which I cannot wait for.
Yeah, I mean, you and me both, brother, on that one. As we've certainly seen some exciting CSC Challenger Series in the past. This is our third one now, but this is definitely our top-notch one. And yeah, I think it'll just get better and better as people catch on to what they need to do in order to be a part of the CSC. So let's go on over. What do you say? This is our match tonight. Jeremiah Millar, Kenny Doyle. Jeremiah Millar playing out of the Union Eagles Lodge. And then Kenny Doyle playing out of the Skybox, Michigan, I believe. Is that correct? For
Yeah.
Jeremiah Millar is where that Union Eagle is. Motor City Darts.
Yep, he currently lives in Oxford, Michigan. Like I said, when I first started playing darts, he lived in Indianapolis with his wife, Kathleen. They've been married 18 years. Happy anniversary yesterday, buddy. I did want to shout that out to you. But yeah, he owns Next Gen Darts and is a partner with X1 Elite. He's the beast, and that's because he is a beast on that dartboard. But he's originally from London, Ontario, so he's a former Canadian, now American, with Canadian ties, just doing what he can do on the dartboard. And right now, he's really been a great ambassador to darts. Then of course Kenny Doyle, Kissimmee, Florida, playing out of Skybox, uh, the place that I met Nick Teixeira, and our love has blossomed ever since. But yeah, he's the season 1 champ of the CSC Challenger Series. At least season 1. I consider season 1 like when we started. So this is season 3, I guess, for us. But yeah, he's sponsored by Super Darts. Um, his average is a little bit better than Jeremiah through the 2 matches. Like I said, he won 9-1 over Ian Hansen and 9-0 over Devin Hunter. Maybe that one leg with Ian was just his like, hey, thanks for being my sponsor. But he's got 29 marks, 26 7 marks, 23 5 marks. He's got almost as many 9 marks as 7 marks, or as 5 marks, which is insane. And then you move up to Jeremiah. His average is a 5.25, by the way, for Kenny Doyle. Jeremiah's averaging a 5.17. This is their third and fourth in the average total so far. Previous matches 9-4 over Jesse Gore and 9-3 over Avristo Lopez, with 13-9 marks, 41-7 marks, and 31-5 marks. He has more 7 marks than 5 marks. That's what we're dealing with tonight, bud.
Madness, absolute madness. It was Jesse Gore in the first round, and that Ernesto Lopez, like you said. Yeah, some pretty good matchups for both these individuals for round one and round two, and to come through like they did is very impressive. And I got to tell you, you're gonna have some good stuff tonight in order to come out on top. Either way you look at it.
Yeah, you're not mistaken there. Jeremiah Millar, you're seeing it from his camera angle right there. Uh, his throw, his form is just about as solid as it can get. Um, his little motion when he's angry at a round, he'll actually slap his hip as he's walking to the board there. So look for that if he's getting a little frustrated. That's his go-to. But man, guys, if you've never watched the CSC Challenger Series before, let's run through it real quick. It is a double elimination style tournament. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket, with a cork, which is a 3-dart count up to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, really 4 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. This is the PPD player advantage rule. If we go the distance, players will cork again for that last leg decider. And buddy, I would love nothing more than a last leg decider tonight. Do you think it goes that way?
It very well could. It very well could go like that. And I certainly would like it. I know everybody at home would like it as well if that was the case. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how the start goes for these guys. Granted, I mean, the start is a very minute factor in this one, as we all know this is a roller coaster ride till the end. Hopefully, it's an all uphill roller coaster.
Well, I don't know if you saw in the background there, Nick Selepic. He's either on the phone with someone or listening to our commentary.
He's listening. He's
Buddy, you look
listening.
great. You look great back there. Let me tell you what.
Stand up, Nick. Stand up if you're hearing us, bud. Give us some love.
There's Kenny. He's like, why are you still listening to them? They don't have anything smart to say at all. What's going on there? But listen,
See how he put
guys,
that down?
everyone in the chat, there he is. He's moving. There he goes. Nope, he's just readjusting. But guys, if you're in the chat with us, let us know where you're tuning in from. Hit that like button for us. Hit that share button. Let everyone know what's about to go down. This is about to be quite the battle. And also, if you comment where you're from, who you got in this matchup, you're automatically entered into A to Z Darts giveaway tonight. Tonight's raffle winner will receive their choice of any Shot Mega Tactical Dart case found at A to Z Darts.com. You'll have your choice of color between black, blue, red, and hot pink. I'm getting that hot pink one if I win. The Mega Tactical Case is a supersized and super tough darts case that carries and protects 4 sets of fully assembled darts. It's kind of for those old school mindset players with that new school attitude, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, just hit that, leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button for us. You're automatically entered in to win that bad boy. Speaking of A to Z darts, declare your independence with the new Shot Darts Americana range that just launched over at A to Z Darts.com. Embrace the possibilities of the open road, the starlit landscapes of the Midwest prairies, cresting over the Rockies, and onward to the curving horizon of the Pacific Ocean. It's pure adventure in big sky country. To browse this new range, just click the banner on the A to Z Darts homepage and enjoy new darts such as the Wrangler, Mardi Gras, Gator, and Route 66, all embracing a pure Americana theme by Shot Darts. I love it, bud.
I just wanted to let you know that Leonard Gates is chiming in just to let us know he's tuning in from Houston. Well, half the country knows he's from Houston. Let's be honest, but at least he's getting a little time at home
I'm
for at
shocked that
least
he's
a little
home.
while. Yeah,
I'm
right.
shocked that he's home,
Exactly.
honestly.
Exactly. No, I saw his name pop up. Had to give him some love as he advances on the CSC. As it looks like we may be getting a little update in progress. So bear with us as we get that update through. A little tidbit of information. I wonder if Jeremiah Millar is chewing on some gum tonight. He's a guy that likes to chew on some gum every once in a while when he's playing.
Yeah, he chomps really hard on that bad boy too. It's hard not to notice it, and even like from this angle right here, he's definitely going to have that gum in his mouth. Yep, you see it. He's either talking or chewing, probably doing both. But yeah, it's going to be a fun display. I actually like this camera angle for Jeremiah. It's the first time I've seen it from like an overhead kind of straight on shot, and I didn't realize that his elbow kind of was out a little bit more than I was expecting, but. I I think this is gonna be great, dude. I'm telling you right now, he's been chomping at the bit, no pun intended, to show everyone what he can do here in this type of format, and I think that he's not going to disappoint. I mean, look, he
Well,
even has someone setting up the board for him.
well, Kenny, a guy that has 30 years experience in this game, definitely has a few wins underneath his belt. I wasn't able to pull as much information on him as I was able to pull on Jeremiah, but Jeremiah, both a steel and soft player, played in the World Masters back in 2013, a CDC event champion
Yep.
back in 2019. Two-time Premier Cup champ, as well as a 15-time bull shooter world title or 15 bull shooter world titles. There we go. I should say that correctly.
Well, and he also was that guy who won at Indiana State. He won Masters every year when he was, living in Indiana. He also got that uh, top average and an 0-1 and cricket for the entire like tri-state area. That big giant trophy, he won those. I think the 3 years that he was in Indy when I was coming up playing darts. I'm sure he won it even more than that. But yeah, Jeremiah Millar, if he's entered into it more than once, he's probably won it at least once, which is crazy.
He's got that experience just on that level, high echelon level of darts, where every single dart you throw matters. That's exactly what we need to have in this CSC Challenger Series. Is more players that are used to that kind of that style of play because they're going to produce as much of the quality darts that they can for us as viewers and for us as commentators. I mean, half the time we just sit here and let's be honest, we just BS as these. We just love to watch the game.
We just make stuff up, man. That's all we do. Listen, t- tell me we do not have the best like gig here, right? Like we get to sit here and watch this that we're gonna do anyway, um, but also comment on it the whole time, and everyone has to listen to us. They don't have a choice. They can mute the button, I guess. I wouldn't do that though, because we add a little bit of pizzazz to the overall thing.
Nice 140 to start from Millar. Now
That'll do it already.
that will do it already. So Millar's going to get the start here.
Like, how Kenny just nonchalantly, because he doesn't even care anymore, throws still 2 trip 19s. That's what we're gonna deal with tonight, guys. It's gonna be, my goodness, dude. Are you ready for this?
I
Are
am
you
ready.
ready?
Folks, we hope you're ready at home. 600 plus already. Help us get to 1,000 tonight. Me and Mr. Sean here put a little bet on it. We were wondering if we were going to get to that 1,000 mark this evening for these two incredible players. Help us get there. Give us that like, give us that follow, give us that share if you feel so inclined.
Well, here we go, guys. Jeremiah Millar starting off strong. Boom goes the dynamite. First round, first throw.
Did you see the heavy fist pump he just gave
You
right
know,
off the bat?
there are people back there behind him, cheering him on, keeping him going. Look at this, Kenny Doyle. Oh, only a 7 mark, Kenny. Only a 7 mark. I just said that out loud. Only a 7 mark. Dude, this is just the first leg. My baby's gonna wake up tonight. I can tell you that much right now.
My
Uh,
word is Nick's already forgetting to switch the old camera here. He's already like, oh, this is gonna be great.
Jeremiah takes a step back there, wires into the trip 4 instead of the trip 18, but he'll still throw in some extra points. Look at these. I mean, this is just gonna be how it's gonna be, man. Lots of trips. These guys are gonna make darts look so easy, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited for it. Lee Jones, Bullet, in the chat here saying, how many league games do you have to be qualified for this series? Lee, I do not know the answer to that question because it does vary on that. However, I will tell you this: now is the time to get involved. Everything just reset as of like maybe a month ago. It's now. Now it's time to get involved. Like I said, Jeremiah Millar had to ask questions about how to get involved in this about a year ago, and you see him a year later, not just involved in this. We're gonna see Kenny try to steal this. Oh, he went back. I'm surprised he went back with the trip 20 that he hit on the dart 2. But yeah, get involved, dude. It's all Just Darts vendors, or Just Darts as the vendor for PPD here in Indy. We'd love to see you involved in this. You have the game to be there as well.
Yeah, this series needs all those top echelon players just to get involved. I mean, it's great for your game. I mean, let's be honest, this is a stamina builder, if anything, because you never know how many darts you're going to be throwing, how little darts you're going to be throwing. It's a race to 9 though, so either way, you're going to be here for a little bit, and you got some quality players to battle up against every Monday and Wednesday night, whether it's D1 or D2.
Yep, and you're seeing it here from Jeremiah. Not happy with that 7 mark, shakes his head. But yeah, Division 2 is just its whole different level of competitive. Anyone on any given night is going to be able to take that down. Kenny's going to have to stay there for all 3. Only gets a 3 mark, though. And this is the pressure that both these guys are going to put on each other. You can't miss. Like, you can't miss like that. A 3 mark is going to almost kill you an entire leg, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing here. 3 dart rounds. It's just going to be way too little in this game here that we've got between these two high level competitors.
Yeah, look at this from Kenny Doyle trying to get that point lead back, and does so. Boom goes the dynamite. Kenny's first of the night, and it is leg number 1, and we have 2 9 marks. To the first of many, buddy. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of questions already in the chat about Jeremiah's the way the darts are sitting in the board. I really think that's just the camera angle is a little bit off center, which is causing that look. It almost looks like it's not off center by the way the numbers are looking, but it is off center just a touch, which is why you're seeing those darts sit a little bit sideways in there.
Yeah,
It threw me off to start off as well, if that makes sense.
yeah. I mean, you're seeing a little bit of different angle, almost like we do on our USC Dart streams, where,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
there you go.
We're not up high, we're down low, but yeah, being that. And that's actually a pretty dang good zoom. Let me be honest; they could do either board they wanted to on that one. But yeah, yeah, it's just that weird angle. I don't know if he has a heavy drift on his dart in steel tip or not. Be
I
curious to go back and check on some streams and figure that one out.
Yeah, unfortunately, he has not played any CDC events this season, so I can't personally answer that question because I'm sure I would have seen him on there. But I don't think he does. I think his dart goes in pretty flat, pretty straight, as he's going to look to win leg number one. Does so, double bull, and he's going to be that guy that's going to throw in the fist bumps. He's going to, or that the fist pumps. He's going to be that little. He's going to have that Tiger Wood-esque. Um, you have to. In remote darts, it's almost Kenny's going to be even keel the whole time. You're going to see Jeremiah throwing a little bit more firepower, a little bit more fire behind his big rounds. He likes that.
That reminds me a lot of Gerwin Price. A lot of people dog Gerwin Price, but he's known to be one of the nicest guys off the hockey on the PDC circuit. But on the hockey, he takes his game. He's a very competitive person, so that's why he hollers out, he roars, he gives those big fist bumps and stuff. He puts on a good show, and I think Jeremiah is one of those kind of guys that, when it comes down to it, he's competitive and he shows it.
Oh yeah, and guys, I've had questions already. Bubba Hines asked, "How can you get in this league for area instead of driving over an hour to play?" Do you want to know how to become eligible to play in the major PPD events like the CSC Challenger Series? Players become eligible for those by playing in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. Leagues are starting daily. Get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system. And, Bubba, they are always accepting new members. So if you're not seeing anything in your area, have your personal vendor contact PPD on the website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website with their PPD system. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Consistently playing one league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, dartstoc.com to get signed up today. Woo!
Yeah, kudos, buddy. Kudos. We're off to a battle here already. 20s and 19s. Big trip with the last for Kenny. Let's see
Brandon
Jared.
Schmidt saying, "Can I donate games? I have too many." I've never seen that before. There's a first for everything, and that was a first for that one.
I'll take some games. I'd love to have a board a little bit closer to me. Let's be honest, I got a board about 2 hours away, so every once in a while I hop up there and play, but a little tough to do so on a nightly basis.
Guys, you're seeing it pop up there. If you want to make sure that you see this on every Monday and Wednesday night, hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube to either USA Darts or Partners Promoting Darts YouTube pages. USA Darts or Partners Promoting Darts on Facebook is also the way to go there. Just hit those notification buttons, as we're seeing Jeremiah Millar throw in another 9 mark. Boom goes the dynamite. Jeremiah Millar getting his second of the evening. Third overall between the two players, and this is leg number 2, bud.
Hard to believe, but this is the excitement we have for you this evening, folks. Thanks for joining us here on the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. And let's see what Jeremiah does here, if he goes ahead and quickly closes the 17s or goes to the 18s.
He's going to move over and get those 17s now. Yep, and he does so. Jeremiah, we've talked about this quite a bit. You have to have that ability to move across the line. Jeremiah does it better than most.
I'm saying in the chat, you guys don't have PPD in Wichita? No, we sadly do not. It's Junction City or Topeka is our closest to, or Kansas City. So those are our closest little ones to play in these DRTs or events to get involved. How about this? Trip 18, trip 16. How about the 15?
White Horse, boom goes the dynamite. Jeremiah Millar, second of the leg. And again, you see him, he moves along that line more than you're going to see most any top player do. Most players will stay kind of stationary like Kenny does, no matter what target he's shooting at, unless he's blocked. Jeremiah loves to move along that line.
If you can go 1, 2, 3. How about that? A 6.15, sir.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit more shocked by the 3.86 from Kenny than I am about the 6.15 from Jeremiah. But yeah, 2-0 early start here for Jeremiah. Kenny has lost more legs tonight than he has all CSC so far.
He knew he was in for a battle. I probably knew he was in for a battle, let's be honest, from the very beginning of this CSC Challenger Series. He's probably looked down the line and said, who would I got if a potential win-win-win? But man, let me tell you, he just got to start producing a couple back-to-back good rounds, and all of a sudden you're on top of it. I'm sure he'll get a leg or two here quickly.
Look at this from Jeremiah. He is on a mission. His fourth 9 mark in 3 legs of darts. And Kenny goes 1 mark to start off this one. And now he is way behind like that.
One of the interesting things, by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed earlier, I put in the chat a little link to a straw poll there to kind of see what everyone was thinking. We always see everyone commenting in chat what they think is going to happen, but I want to get some data behind it. And after looking at the numbers here, it looks like there's at first it was about even, and now the vote's about 60% Jeremiah, 40% Kenny Doyle.
Alrighty. There you go. You folks are choosing Jeremiah tonight, it seems. See if that comes out promising in the end, or if Kenny Doyle's going to stomp his foot in the ground and say, no, sir, no, ma'am. That's not how this is going to go.
Kenny's going to have to start putting his foot in the ground soon because Jeremiah is on a tear right now. You blink and this thing has gotten way out of hand from behind. For Jeremiah. Kenny opened up with a 1 mark, and it has been the difference in this. He's going to need another one of those just to get the point lead back. Not going to do it. This is a bit of an interesting start.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I didn't anticipate Kenny coming out with a couple the 3-4 range right off the bat. But like we said, I mean, it's a long format. The start is only a minute factor.
Billy's Colin Rath in the chat saying, sounded good, fellas. Appreciate the commentary as always. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. There's Kenny doing a little something there.
We need a 180 caller if you want to hop in. Something better than this boom guy.
Well, that's for sure. 6.23 for Jeremiah that leg.
Continues to rise the average. 5.56, 6.15, 6.23, buddy.
Yeah, and he's only averaging a 5.17 for the CSC Challenger Series so far. I'm telling you, tonight he is out on a mission. Kenny's going to have to bear down here and start hitting the numbers that he knows he can hit, or else this might get out of hand really quickly. That dart's way over into the 5s for Kenny's preference. Only a 4 mark. And I'm going to say only a 4 mark tonight because that's just not
common.
Not good enough. Yeah, it's not good enough tonight. Yeah. It really is not. You're watching it right here from Jeremiah. Misses on the wire. He's so upset.
That big clap there is he wants to come out to a big old lead and close the door before it even opens, per se. 800 plus already, buddy. We're getting to that 1,000 mark pretty fairly quickly here. Let's be honest. Share this around, folks, if you would. Appreciate you being here for tonight's action between Jeremiah Millar and Kenny Doyle. William Stewart here alongside me, Mr. Sean Green, and in the background, as always, young buck Nick DeShera.
Good old Dirachi. Always behind Dirachi. The scene. This is my goodness, guys. What were you expecting this? I know we got to get Kenny settled, but he's gonna have to get settled quickly. This will help. Oh, went back to try and trip another one, but he's gonna need to at least throw some 5.5s, 5.6s to really do a lot of justice here, bud. What do you think?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're going to have your rounds of even the 6s, as we've seen Jeremiah Millar put 2 6+ in to win legs. You're going to have to bring it. I mean, you're going to have to bring every single round you're at the board. Every single dart matters. You just got to keep chugging along here, and eventually it's all gonna collect. You
Oh,
hope.
that's a good steal there. Sorry, bud. Go ahead.
No, you're fine there, buddy. Go ahead.
No, sorry. That was an interesting move there by Kenny to move to the 18s. The only reason why you do that is because your opponent is on fire. The way that logo and Jeremiah right next to it are. Again, Jeremiah is playing for Motor City Darts. Kenny Doyle playing for C&M out of Central Florida area. But yeah, 1 point lead.
Something I did want to mention as I was chiming in on that Diker Gates match. Gates doing that white horse opener, I think a couple times at the start of that match. That's just something, man, that's just scary business when an opponent does that, I think. Right off the get-go in a match.
Yeah, honestly, I'd be terrified right now playing against Jeremiah because it almost seems like his minimum is a 5 mark every round. So that means your minimum better be a 5 mark if you're going first. And if you're not going first, it better be a 6 mark plus, or else you're really going to struggle with or against the throw, and you might struggle with the throw.
Well, the reason I mentioned that is because right from the get-go, Jeremiah Millar started off with a big 9 and he went trip 20, 19, 19 on the trip. So it was kind of like I was like, oh, are we going to see him go for the white horse off the get-go here? And I think he was just not comfortable working his way around, felt like he had to move and he didn't want to do so, so he dropped down on those 19 and did
Look at
so
this.
nicely.
He tried to put a lot of pressure on Kenny to hit 3 bowls there. I love the move, and what we're going to see out of Jeremiah a lot tonight is the smart, pressure-filled shot. He's the first in our chat every week to point out every mistake that the players are making and just how his opponent is going to capitalize on that mistake. But no mistakes there. Kenny Doyle, 5.0 to take down that leg, and he gets one on the board, 3-1 scoreline.
It's a matter of time before he puts a present in the bag, per se.
Yeah, man, I don't know if we're ever going to reach the player advantage rule tonight, but it's possible with Jeremiah doing this. Boom goes the dynamite. Jeremiah Millar has 5 9 marks. This is leg number 5. And Kenny going to the bottom of the board. He's like those 17s as his open when Jeremiah does that.
If Millar quickly goes to the 18s here.
Oh, he tried to steal the 17s. Gonna
Yeah.
stay there. Oh, doors open for Kenny a little bit.
Keep thinking these guys are going to take another shot to open up another house. No, they're going to straight close probably 98% of the time just to go ahead and shut it out. So I don't know what I'm thinking tonight, but hey, whatever. Is there possibly another match or two going on beside Kenny tonight? It looks like there's people having some fun there. Skybox.
I would imagine so. There's so many players playing out of Skybox that you would expect another match or two to be going on. Jeremiah, of course, as he throws in a fist bump there, knows how big that 5 mark was. Jeremiah disposed of Jesse Gore, who plays out of Skybox in that first round, and Jesse had like the 4th highest average that week and lost 9-4. Crazy.
4 players out of the Skybox, and Nick Slepic, Jesse Gore, Brian Dennis, and
how about Dominic
Kenny.
Duranja?
Oh, the one and only.
All right, as we're looking at Kenny's screen here, maybe see what he can do. Oh, got it just in time for a big trip, 15. But he's behind in points, and Jeremiah, another 6.0 plus average that he's probably going to keep. Oh, commentators cursed that one, didn't I?
Yes, sir, you did.
Jesse Gore taking down Brian Dennis tonight, so Brian Dennis is out of the CSC Challenger Series. Kenny always, when he nonchalantly throws his darts, always still hits what he's shooting at. It always annoys me.
You know what the most irritating one is when somebody drops their dart and then they pick it back up and knock it with the next go.
No, that's not as bad as like when someone that you're playing against, like in person, goes to the bar to grab a drink in the middle of the game. So you're waiting 30 to a minute for them to come back. They come back and then throw a 9 mark on you. You're like, really? I had to wait and then this. But 4-1 scoreline here for Jeremiah Millar. This is a race to 9, but man, it's only been going on for about 30 minutes. We played 5 legs here of cricket. This is the Kenny Doyle we're used to seeing, though. 7 marks it with a shake of the head. That is how much pressure Jeremiah is putting on without throwing a dart. And he throws in a 7 mark of his own. Oh, goodness. Yeah, people are chiming in saying Maya has a button pusher to set up games. Hey, you do what you got to do, Junior.
Hey, he may have threw him a 20 and said, hey, here's a couple brewskis as well to do this for me so I don't even have to worry about it. Maybe a smart thing to do if you're involved in this CSC.
There's the point lead. Going to look up at the 20s. Got rid of those as well. And that's been kind of the difference here. He's just been hitting those numbers that he's shooting at to kind of steal wedges. And Kenny just not able to really hit them as often or consistently so far. But the beautiful thing about a race to 9 is that he got a long way to go. This could still go the distance, especially with that player advantage rule. And Gabriel Chop has asked this like 3 times now, and I feel bad because I haven't answered him yet. Is there a PPD near Florida Panhandle area? What I'm going to tell you to do is to head to dartstoc.com and check out their map. They will tell you where every G3 is located in the PPD system. I do not know that off the top of my head there, but that's going to be my answer for you.
So it looks like the closest one is going to be Jacksonville, which is the opposite side. That's the West Coast, or Alabama near Dothan. So not necessarily the Panhandle, but maybe essentially an hour away or so.
There's Jeremiah getting his 6th 9 mark to Kenny's 1. Man, this is leg number 6, dude. He's just, as Kenny gets his 2nd, back-to-back 9 marks. Boom goes the dynamite. Still not enough for the point lead, though. You said Alabama is the closest, or Jacksonville?
Yeah, so of course Alabama's going to be the winner on that one, depending on where he's at. If he's in Pensacola or Panama City Beach, you're talking probably an hour drive or so. But just one of those things. Try to encourage players to get their local vendor to support the system. I mean, we're scattered all across the U.S., but honestly, we're up there mostly in the Wisconsin region. Washington region has a pretty good balance, and then Florida as well.
Yeah, they're spread out quite a bit, but yeah, that's definitely the thing. As you see, Jeremiah is throwing so well that he's stepping back after throwing 2 singles. Not misses, but 2 singles instead of trips. And only hits a 3 mark.
And he looked
open.
Looked like he kind of shadowed himself there and wanted a little bit more.
Uh-oh. Is the video down for anyone else?
Nope.
Yours is working fine?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then it's just my fault.
Big triple there for Jeremiah with his 2nd dart. Tries to find another. Does not. 5 mark there. 5.86, 5.86, folks.
All right, seeing back-to-back. Oh, he went for it. Kenny went for it there. He needs to keep doing those, but he's got to start hitting. I'll let you guys. I'll let Dirachi figure out what's going on here on the Facebook. But you're seeing Jeremiah point lead, closes, and points again. Boom goes the dynamite. Talk about the time to do so. Kenny Doyle misses the trip 19 to close it out, and he is punished mightily by Millar. But look at this. Yep, takes out the 19s. It's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for him with how Jeremiah's been playing.
See, Jeremiah going after the 15s. I think that's a smart move. Go ahead and triple that. Does he stay or does he go over the 16s?
He went
likes
and hits it.
Go over. You see that step over? Did he step over the opposite direction?
He always moves. He is a mover across that line. I've been trying to set you up periodically throughout this whole thing so far, but yeah, he moves across that line. Every single dart, if it's in a different target segment, so for the 2019s, he'll stay where he is, but otherwise, he moves left and right across that board.
Great minor call out, Sean.
Well,
Great minor call out. Been trying to set you up all this time.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's like my fourth time saying it, to be quite honest with you. Both throwing a 5.7. Kenny with winning darts in his hand here. Needs a double. Doesn't get it. But gets the double on the last dart. Jeremiah's got some work to do, but can he get it done? This has become quite the close battle. Still has winning darts in his hand. Now can shoot at the double bowl if he wants to. Yeah, he's going to throw the smart dart there.
Yeah, I was thinking there's no way he's going to go for this double here. He wants to go ahead and make this a 5-1 match and then have a chance to go into the break 6-1 up.
Well, you see what the pressure did to Kenny. Does not hit a single bullseye there. And Jeremiah now free reign to win this leg and go up 5-1, dude. Was not expecting this.
No.
Gets it done. 5.66 and a little like whatever move there. But yeah, you're right. He's got someone there to push the button for him. That's nice.
Yeah, throw a couple brewskis their way and maybe you can get a button pusher too. So far in this match, 5.56, 6.15, 6.23, 5.46, 5.66 for Jeremiah Millar in his winning legs.
Yeah, this has been quite the display, guys. Leave a comment in our chat. Hit that like button for us. If you do that, you are automatically entered in for your chance to win tonight's giveaway brought to you by A to Z Darts.com. Tonight's raffle winner will receive their choice of any Shot Mega Tactical Dart Case found on A to Z Darts.com. You'll have your choice of color between black, blue, red, and hot pink. And if that one's not calling my name, I don't know what will. The Mega Tactical Case is a supersized and super tough dart case that carries and protects 4 sets of fully assembled darts. All you have to do is leave a comment, hit that like button, let us know who you got, let us know where you're tuning in from. Hit that like button, you're automatically entered in for your chance to win.
I appreciate all you have hung in there with us as looks like we had a little sprig of some dirty air there that caused some frames to be dropped, so we apologize for that, but looks like we're hanging right on back up there as we're 700 plus once again. So thanks for hanging on in there with us as we see a big
boom goes the dynamite. Kenny Doyle getting his third. We're at 10 in leg number 7, buddy. After this leg, we will be taking a short break with some interviews from Jeremiah and Kenny. As you're seeing, Jeremiah just gonna go ahead and try to white horse some stuff. Gets a 7 mark out of it, but yeah, guys, this is whoo. Kenny's got a lot of work to do no matter what he does here in this leg. He'd love to close it out. Another double bull would do that. But yeah, Jeremiah's interview is great. He is a great interview. You're going to want to listen into that. He's got some great insight. He's very honest and open, which is also nice. And he's going to get as close as he can there. I can't believe he battled it back to just be a bullseye race. Kenny's like, what is going on? Gonna need one bullseye to get it done as we head to the break. And that's a single two, but it registered a bull. So they're gonna go ahead and back that up and get that taken care of. We can all see it. There we go.
I'm surprised Kenny just didn't go ahead and just throw the other one. How nonchalant he usually is. It's a 5.77 there as he makes it a 5-2 match heading into a break.
Yeah, guys, you're not going to go anywhere. Stay around for these interviews. Hit that share button for us and come back to the second half of this where we might see a comeback from Kenny Doyle or we might see a beast pull this one out. It'll be Kenny starting the next leg with our player advantage, so don't go anywhere.
In a few.
My name is Jeremiah Millar. I'm playing tonight out of the Union Eagles, and I play for Motor City Darts.
Well, Jeremiah Millar, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the CSC Challenger Series here this evening with your match against Kenny Doyle. I would say out of all these players here, out of the players that have not been featured on our stream yet, you're probably one of the most requested ones. So this is a long time coming. How are you feeling?
I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. I think I was anxiously waiting last year as I get to watch the series come to an end and kind of wishing that I had my shot. So it's good to see that I got my games in and no better opponent to do my debut than the one and only Mr. Kenny Doyle.
Absolutely. I mean, this top 8 on the winner side here is getting pretty dicey with some of these amazing shots and talents. But you've already went through a couple of great talents. Starting off with your first match against Jesse Gore, another player that played out of Skybox. Can you tell us a little bit about that match?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Definitely welcome to the CSC Challenger Series. I think the first match, didn't know what to expect. I really didn't have much knowledge about Jesse, but as soon as the bracket got posted, I had a few people reach out and say, oh my goodness, you got your hands full tonight. So, and that I did. He, right from the get-go, I think he won the cork and opened up 9 mark and kind of set the tone for the night. And if I'm not mistaken, he might have been the 4th highest average after week 1.
Big money at the end of this tournament. I mean, we're talking $4,500 for first place here, which is not too shabby. What would you end up doing if you happen to win that?
What is this? What is it? Going to Disneyland? No.
That's right. That's right. The Super Bowl of darts is our unofficial moniker now.
No, I think so. Some of my close friends know we're in the middle of selling our house and purchasing another house, and that's happening this week. So close on our new house. So probably use it for some moving expenses. So my life has been pretty eventful. I would say the last month or so.
Now, with your life being eventful last month or so, do you think that's going to detract from your focus tonight at all in your match?
I'd be a liar if I said it wasn't a concern. But to be honest, I've put some time in this weekend. Played my buddy Mike Maloney. What does he call it? He fluffed me up this weekend.
Yeah, sounds like about the right terminology he would use.
Played some great matches. I want to say we played 3 sets. He might have averaged 5-8 or higher, and I beat him in all 3 sets. So he was discouraged. I was encouraged, and kind of set me up great for hopefully a good showing tonight.
I mean, that's a great sparring partner. For those that don't remember, Mike Maloney, Willie Walker was probably one of our most interesting matches ever that was broadcast. And Mike Maloney does not want to talk about it with me to this day. But that being said, what an amazing sparring partner, though, because he was a very dominant force. And I really hope that helps sharpen the saw for tonight because, like I said, I really think this is going to be a close bout. Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else that's going to be watching along tonight?
I've had a lot of messages, and I want to say thank you. It means more than you guys know, having people kind of support and tune into the stream. And I think this is important for the game. So the more we get the viewership up and the more exciting that we can make it. So really, it's on Kenny and I to put together our best foot forward. And if we do so, you could see some fireworks.
Well, fireworks will be thrown tonight. I have no doubt about that, Jeremiah Millar. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, and we are really excited to see your match this evening, and shoot well, my friends.
Thank you. I'm Jeremiah Millar, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
This is Kenny Doyle playing for C&M Darts out of Skybox Sports Tavern in Kissimmee, Florida.
Well, Kenny Doyle, the one and only, back on the CSC Challenger Series, one of our fan favorites. How have you been, buddy?
Been doing great, man.
Well, it's great to have you back on tonight. Your match against Jeremiah Millar. I think he's one of the dark horses of the bracket, as he's probably been one of the most requested players that we've had finally making an appearance on the stream. What are you doing to prepare yourself for tonight's match?
To be honest, I'm just going to try to have fun. Otherwise, you're depressed about your match and worried about it for 2 or 3 days. I'm just going to go up and try to have fun. And he's no dark horse.
Fair enough. Well, I know that there's nobody that's going to be able to take a favorite here because it's a coin toss on who comes out on top. But I mean, you can say that about any of these top 8 matches. I mean, you have Steve Diker, you have Leonard Gates, Sugar Shane Johnson, and Mike Carter, and a bunch of others in this top end of the bracket. I mean, this tournament has gotten tougher since the last time you played in it. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, it's tougher every time now, and it'll probably be tougher next season.
That's all we can really hope for. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's because that $4,500 prize is just kind of staring right back, and it looks so wonderful. What would you do if you end up getting that prize money this year, Kenny?
Probably pay for more dart traveling.
Yeah, with Kansas City right around the corner, that's be a pretty good use of it for TOC. One more question I had for you here was looking at how this season, just like every other season, there's a lot of new faces in here, a lot of names that people may or may not have even heard of. What advice do you give to a player when it's their first time playing in a bigger tournament like this?
Just try to relax, and if things go sideways, just take a deep breath and try to fix it. Start over.
Kenny, do you want to say anything special to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else that's going to be watching along this evening?
Just hope they enjoy it. I hope I enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to it.
I am absolutely certain, without a doubt in my mind, that we're going to enjoy tonight's match against you and Jeremiah Millar. I know it's going to be a high-octane affair, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck, Kenny Doyle.
My name's Kenny Doyle, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
And the other thing is, no, I'm kidding. Go ahead, bud.
Back once again as we conclude our conversation on air. Kenny Doyle taking on Jeremiah Millar. Jeremiah Millar with a significant 5-2 lead here as he's kind of stormed out in a dominant fashion over Kenny.
Well, you heard it from Kenny, right? He is there tonight to hopefully relax and have a good time. He knows the plan. I'm sure at that break, he just did the plan. He's going to reset. He's going to start over. He's going to forget about what happened. I'm sure he just warmed up like he normally would to start off a match, and he's going to try and see if that changes some stuff. But Jeremiah has been the better player so far. Not to say that that's going to continue that way, but, man, there's not a lot of chinks in Jeremiah's armor this evening.
See if we can finish the job here. If Kenny Doyle is gonna kind of come out here and put a couple legs on the board and make this a new match.
Yeah, Addicted to Darts on YouTube says, I see Doyle coming out and blasting the next 5. And it can be done, but I don't know how well it's going to be able to be done with Jeremiah taking a step back there for the dart number 3 as he goes trip 7, trip 7. Good grouping. And he stays in the 7. So doors back open for Kenny. Jeremiah did nothing to slam that door shut like he has been so far. Sorry, it just completely changed what I was exactly going to say as soon as Jeremiah missed. I wasn't expecting it.
I was like, whoa, all right. U-turn there from Mr. Sean Green. As he slams on the brake and yanks to the left. That's all right. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be the thing here is Jeremiah knew going to the break, all right, I've got a good lead, but he can't get complacent. So maybe that's where that 5-leg statement Could very well happen. Kenny can take advantage of the player advantage that we have here.
Ooh, Kenny going up for that 9 mark, hits a 7. And yeah, 5.33. He is going to take advantage of this player advantage, it looks like, unless Jeremiah does something special. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen for him in this leg. A little bit of an off leg coming out of the break for Jeremiah. Not expected, but Kenny's still got to take advantage of it. It must be nice to nonchalantly throw a dart knowing you're going to hit a single at least. Like every time he quick triggers, like when he only needs a single to close, and that might come back to bite him late in this match. I'm going to be honest with you. That's a little bit of a flaw from Kenny. He doesn't have a lot, but the nonchalant dart just to hit a single can sometimes come back to bite you.
Very well could. Something to mention here. I don't think we have mentioned it yet, so I'll go ahead and say it. Both these guys are going to be in the CSI at TOC. So they're actually back-to-back on the average charts. Jeremiah Millar's in third and Kenny Doyle's in fourth. So kind of an interesting thought to throw at you there, as we'll be on the call for Tournament of Champions here coming up quickly. Honestly, I looked at the calendar. I was like, oh my, I've got too many things to do and too little time to do it. I better jump on the ball.
Yeah, man, you and me both, as Kenny does take out that one. Big opening leg to make it 5-3. It is back to reachable, and Jeremiah will start the next leg. And look at this in the chat. Mike Maloney, I have completed my first league back since October of 2019 tonight. Here I come, CSC. So Mike Maloney is, he spent time warming up Jeremiah earlier, and now he has gotten a little bit of the jitters to get back in this thing. I love to see things like that. Nick, what do you got for us, bud?
I was just going to say, speaking of Mike Maloney completing his league match, for those that don't follow the King of Dart Facebook himself, Mike Maloney, when he was trying to get that league filled up with players, when he picked Monday night, every CSC player said, you know what happens on Monday nights. Why would you choose this night of the week to play darts? I just couldn't get over how funny that was.
Every once in a while, it goes through our brain and just we completely forget about it the next moment. That's quite all right. I'm looking forward to seeing some doubles on the screen once again here in this Cricket Challenger Series.
I am not, but that's all right. No, I don't know if you aired the part in the interview where you actually brought up Maloney's game from season 1, but yeah, Mike's probably like, yep, now I'm definitely getting back into this thing after that. Completely unrelated, Willie Walker doing really well in Division 2 currently.
Yeah, that's a good little mention there, sir. I'm glad that you did so, as I'm actually going to pull up that bracket real quick in the background for our Division 2. Just to let you know here, Brian Smith, Gerald Rutledge, Aaron Ham, Randy White. Aaron Ham actually already won, so he's going to be sitting in the top 4 on the winner's side. Lavelle Sterling, Jeff Burning, and Tyler Holmes, Chrissy Grimmel are your winner's side.
Well, there you go. I love hearing the name Chrissy Grimmel still on the winner's side, and she has deserved it. That first match, if she's throwing anything like she did that week 1, she's going to be real tough to beat throughout this entire CSC Division 2. Probably one of the favorites of that group that's remaining on the winner's side.
I would have to say so when she comes out with a really, really hot average in that first match that we saw on the stream.
Look at this. Jeremiah Millar behind the entire leg up till that moment. And then, of course, just 9 marks it, because why not? And takes back the point lead, a 6.0 to a 6.2 currently in leg number 9. But yeah, Chrissy averaged over a 5, I believe, for that opening night for Division 2. If I'm not mistaken, it was right there around there.
Yeah, it was the winning legs that she averaged right around, or just over a 5. I think it ended up being like a 4.7 or 4.8 overall for the night. So really, impressive averages in your Division 2. Just think about that. That's your Division 2 averages.
Yeah, this is becoming more and more insane as we go. But speaking of insane, Jeremiah Millar does not miss that third dart in the trip to try and close a wedge of his opponent. He just doesn't miss. And with that type of pressure that continuously is being added on, Kenny threw really well the opening part of this leg, and it was worthless as Jeremiah goes 7 mark after the 9 mark, turns around and goes, "Are you not entertained?" I'm sure that's what he said.
Well, if you look at it, he's put himself in a really nice spot. 156 points up. He knows what he's got to do against Kenny Doyle to secure a win, and he's trying to do just that. Have enough points where, hey, guess what? Your 7 mark doesn't really matter. Your 9 mark, yeah, it can do a little bit of damage, but most likely I'm going to come up and 3 fatties will do me just enough to get myself back in the lead.
Well, Jeremiah, to take back a 3-leg advantage, does so, and does a little wave of the hand there, as he's not impressed with his 5.88 average, and able to hold the leg there. But this is, my goodness, this is becoming quite the challenging battle here for Kenny. I mean, it was to get at the get-go. Jeremiah started off the entire match with with a 9 mark, but goodness gracious, guys. Hit that like button. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We got Rick Hensey in the chat saying hello. Sir, I don't know if you're playing tonight or if you already played. I hope that match went the way that you were hoping it would do. But you see Nick Selepic here in the chat. He's listening in with us this whole entire time.
He already played. Rick already played. I saw him streaming his match as we'll actually hopefully get a look at these. Nope. It's not on our CompuSport bracket yet, so we'll have to rely on Rick to let us know.
Well, there you go. And that's one of the cool things that we have also had come out of the CSC Challenger Series is all of the streams that have been streaming all these matches. I'm sure you can find each one of those winner side matches, some of the loser side matches on a live stream somewhere. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it certainly is. I just wanted to mention real quick for Jeremiah Millar, his winning averages so far come out to a 5.82 overall. So 6 legs, 5.82 winning averages.
Well, there's another 9 mark for Jeremiah Millar. Boom goes the dynamite. A 7.5 in this leg. But yeah, you're seeing a whole new level, bud.
Yeah, and I want you just to look right over Eric Larson's comment. You don't even need to look at it at all. So we'll just keep chugging along here. As if you want to check out how to get involved, just check out dartstoc.com.
All I have to say to Eric is, man, you were late tonight. I did it like right away this evening. So I just assumed you were watching along right at the beginning, and you missed it.
Rick Hensey letting us know he won 9-3, so he'll play the winner of Sugar Shane Johnson and Mike Carter in that top 4 on our winner's side.
And either one of those are going to be real tough challenges. Kenny Doyle, boom goes the dynamite. Lucky number 13 on the evening. We're in leg number 10. 6-3 score line here. Best of 17, race to 9, all cricket format. Woo! This has been so much fun. It's gone the way that I like. It's been as impressive as advertised, I think.
Yeah, I think we would hope for a little bit better score line, let's be honest. But, I mean, the night's not over. The night is young. We still could potentially get a close barn burner match. At least we hope to.
Yeah, and man, look at this in the chat. Dustin Holt.
I've never heard of him.
I love me some Dustin. He's one of my favorite guys to talk to every single time I see him. Living in Oklahoma, tuning in, first timer. This is a first timer here. We got a first timer in the chat. Kind of neat. Might have to try, buddy. Get involved. Dartstoc.com. We'd love to have your name in here with these guys. You would deserve to be there as we get another 7 mark. That was an interesting 7 mark with 2 trips there.
Yeah, it was.
Nick almost threw it up there.
You're about to say it. Nick was about to push it. Almost caught both you guys, but you wrangled it in.
Yeah, Mike Maloney makes a good comment here. People don't understand what a constant monster pressure does to you. I mean,
yeah,
when you can't miss, it's hard to hit.
Well, something to say about pressure here. How about this? It doesn't get any more pressure then the next game that the winner has for this one is they get Leonard Gates, whoever comes out the champion in this one. So I just wanted to mention that. Pressure in this game, pressure in the next one.
Yeah, there's going to be some pressure on that one, too, by either one of these gentlemen. As you see, Jeremiah thought that was in the Trip 15. Paused before walking up to the board. But free reign here. One more bull. It's back to 2. 6-4. Jeremiah going first. Can Kenny break the throw of Jeremiah Millar? That is going to be the question. And will Jeremiah Millar not hit a last start in the triple when he needs to? Because he has not missed that so far. Larry Watkins goes, "Don't do it. It's a trap," to Dustin Holt. Jeremiah Millar doesn't think it's a trap. A year ago, he was doing the same exact stuff. Like, hey, how do you get involved in this? Let's do that. And here he is. Right now, up 6-4 on Kenny Doyle. And trying to get a shot in that top 4.
Rich is saying can hear commentary but don't see anything. Just refresh. Just come out and come back in. That's our best advice. Whenever that happens, sometimes you get the occasional hiccup on Facebook or YouTube. So just go ahead and refresh, and usually that works.
Yeah, Facebook's been really finicky.
It really has. Even on just our USA Darts live streams. I mean, they've been kind of hiccupy.
Yeah, and you got to think about the technology that we're using here, too. We got Nick DeShare, our producer, director extraordinaire, got the great voice behind the scenes. He's living in Davenport, Florida, Central Florida. We got you over in Kansas, as we have Jeremiah in the Boom Goes the Dynamite department up in Michigan. Kenny Doyle, of course, in Central Florida. And then I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana, just north of Indianapolis. So we are all over the country to bring you this production with both these gentlemen, too. It's awesome that we can do this, first of all. And second of all, every once in a while we're going to run into some technology snags that there's nothing we can really do anything about. Whoop, little gravity up there in front of that line.
It's a little bit. We got a little update from Taylor Bennett in the chat saying 6-4 Carter versus Sugar right now. So I'm guessing Carter's in the lead. She put Carter in the front. So, yeah.
There you go.
Nice little update. Appreciate that, Taylor.
The winner of that one will take on Rick Hinsey in that top 4. The winner of this one takes on Soldier. Leonard Gates, defending CSC Challenger Series champion. Rick Hinsey, of course, your defending runner-up from last season's CSC Challenger Series. Jeremiah went double. And then trip 15. And it just does not look like he is beatable with his throw.
He is looking really, really tough tonight. And let's be honest, I mean, he's going to look tough to everybody in this CSC Challenger Series. I mean, Leonard Gates has got to be sitting here shaking his head like, all righty, I know what's on the table here. I know what I got to do next week if we potentially see the win here tonight from Jeremiah. But you never know. I mean, every night's a new night. Somebody could be on fire. Somebody could be ice cold. Somebody could be mediocre. That's how they come out.
I know what you mean when you say that Soldier's probably looking at this being like, oh, I got to bring my A game next week. But that's nothing more than his A game, right?
Yeah. When does he
average
not?
over a 6 for an entire night? So he's definitely got that game. Jeremiah or Kenny, whoever wins this, is going to have to raise his game even more next week, which is crazy to say out loud. Todd Wigman said, I just saw it was 9-5 final for Sugar, but it looks like it's 6-4 Carter v. Sugar right now from Taylor. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Hey, you know what? We tried to give you a little update. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're right. Don't blame us.
Man, you have to think of how crazy this is. Jeremiah hits a single, has to step back and like regather what he's doing. It's also probably where that dart's laying, because he had to throw that second dart a little bit high in that triple 19. But I mean, just expecting what he's expecting right now of not missing. And Kenny Doyle expecting not to miss right now either. As we get a white horse, boom goes the dynamite from Kenny Doyle, our 15th of the night. 7-4 lead for Jeremiah Millar over Kenny Doyle, race to 9. This is getting kind of interesting.
It is. Can he put in a 9 here? He can. Broom goes the janitor, sir.
I like how you covered your mouth and everything too to make it a little bit more raspy. I appreciate the effort. I do. I appreciated it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Kenny trying to make quick work of this, and I don't know if that's the right move. He's just not gaining enough points, and now Jeremiah is just going to stay on the 16s, right? He doesn't do anything but stay there, even if he gets 2 in the trip.
Yeah, you can't do anything. I mean, you could essentially try to open up another number if you wanted to, but it seems like a wasted dart at the moment.
Yeah, there it goes. 7 marks it. Now Kenny has to do some work here just to keep that point lead. Needs 2 trips.
Yes, people doubling down, saying that it's 6-5, Mike, now. So
Okay.
that game is still in progress. Now, this is when I could potentially see 2 big triples and maybe a 15. Nope, not going to see it now. But say, sooner or later, he's going to question opening up that other number, correct?
Yeah, I don't think he goes after the close of the 20s, although he might. That might be the only target that he would shoot at to close. Otherwise, he's going to open up that 15. I think you're absolutely right there. As Mr. Wigman says, you were right, guys. 6'4" Mike, I turned on last week's stream. And then
Yeah, I've done that one.
Yep, been there, done that. And then 3 in the bed, which is a great dart name for Facebook, says his explanation for himself is nothing less than a treble. So I think it's honestly shocking him when he misses. That's why he steps back. I mean, it looks like it. It looks like he is just like perplexed when he misses. You see it right there.
Wow, I'm surprised Jeremiah went for the close on the 20s instead of 15s. I think he just knows he's put himself in a substantial lead point where he's going to just kind of chop the tree down.
I mean, look at this. He's throwing a 6.8. I
Yeah.
mean, that he gets behind in legs and just raises his whole game. It's honestly scary impressive that he continues to do that. We got Brandon Kessler saying shutting him down.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying no to whatever you said, not me. And I that's why I said the one number that I think he might look at to try and get rid of is the 20s, just because it's that really top dog segment. That's such a different separation between the 20s and the 16s on trips. It's a 12-point difference for each one that you hit, and that can add up real quick.
Well, he's already, close out the 19s. So there's that 6-point difference between a trip 20 and a trip 18. So we'll see what he continues to do here. Is this one big 7 mark there from Kenny?
Do you see Kenny eventually just trying to close the 16s, even if this point battle continues, just to get rid of them with how Jeremiah just keeps hammering them every round?
I mean, he could. I could definitely see that happening.
Trip 20 first start here, close 16s.
If you're Mike Maloney, you'd take a shot at that double. Am I correct, Mike? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I almost was expecting it 1 dart sooner, though, even without the point lead. I don't know. That's
just with the houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not too much to ask Jeremiah to hit all that, but still. And you saw him. He tried to open up the wedge there.
You see that response from Mike in the chat? Yeah, buddy.
Well, Kenny accidentally hits the double for the single there on the 16. See if he goes 15s here to try and close those bad boys out. Oh, yeah, he does. And after this whole workup of a battle, Kenny Doyle finds himself in prime position to hold his throw here and make it 7-5. What does Jeremiah have to say about this?
One thing to say. Uh-oh. Move on to the next leg.
Yep. One more, please, sir. Thank you very much. 7-5 is about to be the scoreline here, unless something cray-cray happens. And yeah, I just said that. Gets all three of them. So there you go. 7-5. Jeremiah Millar over Kenny Doyle. Race to 9.
Well, we knew, we said at the very beginning, this is not going to be an easy match. And there for a little bit, it looked like it was going to sway pretty easily for Jeremiah in Jeremiah's favor. But we're seeing a stand from Kenny here. We're seeing a pretty good stand.
Yeah, I mean, you got Darton Garton in the chat here saying these guys are pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are pretty good. That should be our tagline for the CSC Challenger Series. These guys are good. Oh, wait.
That individual is pretty good as well, Darton Garton. So I'll just say that. I'm pretty sure he's he plays at some bull shooter events, does pretty well at those bull shooter events as well. So we'd love to see you here in this CSC Challenger Series.
Again, Kenny trying to limit Maya's scoring. Shot at the trip 20 on the last start after getting the point lead by only 17 points. Maya, I think, is going to call that a mistake. As you see him staying up. Yep. He's going to stay more typical, just try and put pressure on, continue to score, get that scoring power. Kenny's trying to, get off the ropes, so to speak. See if he looks back up at it. He does and gets it that time. That'll do. 8 mark for Kenny Doyle to gain the point lead. He's going to need to throw at least 7-5, I think, in this leg. 7-3-3, above a 7 is going to be needed to actually break the throw of Jeremiah. Do you agree with that?
It's definitely going to be above a 7. Maybe just a 6-8. But yeah, it's going to have to be a high number because Jeremiah smells the blood in the water still. He's been kind of sniffing it, those little drops, as he's only two legs away here from a win.
Yeah, and he's going to get to go first at least a couple more times. Probably more than that in order to get there. So definitely a disadvantage here for Kenny. But we've seen Kenny do some crazy things on our dartboard. But Jeremiah is shutting the door on the 19s right there. That's a big dart. Oh, man. Guys, tonight, if you want to get into A to Z Darts live stream giveaway, tonight's raffle winner will receive their choice of any Shot Mega Tactical Dart case found at A2ZDarts.com. You'll have your choice of color between black, blue, red, and that hot pink. The Mega Tactical case is a supersized and super tough darts case that carries and protects 4 sets of fully assembled darts. All you have to do is leave a comment, hit that like button as we get a boom goes the dynamite from Jeremiah Millar. Again, just finds a way when he's behind in the leg to just throw in big numbers and regain the point lead, regained the advantage in the leg. This has been a masterclass in how to put pressure on your opponent.
Yeah, Jeremiah's been doing a great job of that tonight, adding the pressure just to show that he's going to be one of these guys to beat in this CSC Challenger Series. He's here. He's letting everybody know it as well. A little quick message here. Don't forget to check out the new Shot Americana Darts launch over at A2ZDarts.com. Just click the banner on their home page.
Yeah, here's a message from Shot Darts themselves. This new darts range gives you the freedom to play in your way. I thought you were going to continue.
Let's say, if you want me to continue, I can, bad boy.
Hey, I took a huge pause there, and I thought, you just only printed out that one little section of it.
I was gonna wait to say the rest till later, but you already caught me up in it. So from the chrome glimmer of the Route 66 to Gators reptilian, yeah, just go ahead and have you finish it, bud.
I love it.
I'm laughing too much now.
From the chrome gleam of Route 66 to Gator's reptilian stealth, the masquerade magnificence of Mardi Gras, or the unbridled excitement of saddling up with the Wrangler, Americana celebrates the good old days and those yet to come. The Americana range is Shot's salute to the melting pot, an infinite source of possibility that is the USA. And I'm going to be honest with you, Jen Mounts was on fire when she created these these little 60-second ad reads for us this week.
Yeah, she really gave it to us, didn't she? She said, "Hey guys, here's a fun one for you. You guys give it a whirl and give this a try here."
And
Five,
Jeremiah Millar. Say it.
5.31, bud.
And he is one leg away. 8-5 score line. I know Lee asked earlier, if this is your first time watching us on the CSC Challenger Series, do not look at the screen for the score update because it does count the diddle as one of those legs. So it will currently say Jeremiah up 9-5, but it is 8-5. Kenny Doyle has to win 4 in a row. Can he do it, bud?
That's a very, very tough task to do. I'm going to be honest with you, especially against Jeremiah Millar. I don't see him getting all 4 before, unfortunately, dropping another leg. So to me, it's going to go in Jeremiah Millar's favor. But you never know. You never know. He can definitely pull this out. How about this? 6-6 for the Sugar Carter match right now.
Yeah, that's going to go to the distance, I believe. From what I can see, Sugar and Mike are putting up the same numbers as these two gentlemen here, which is honestly not surprising, but it is very impressive to see just how well anyone who makes it to our Final 4, our Final 8 are playing.
As the little trash bag commercial go, hefty, hefty. That's what kind of averages we're going to get in the CSC Challenger Series.
Hey, look at that. Little boom goes to the dynamite sign in the background of Jeremiah Millar. And, man, I want to go watch one of his matches in person because he seems like he'd be just an enjoyable person to watch a match of in person. He's shouting back at his people, giving them some good stuff back there. I love it.
Let's get a stream just of the roars and the emotion that we would love to kind of have a side camera view of. Man, work on it, Nick. Let's get a live mic in there.
He's like, dude, I'm just trying to switch the cameras the right way here. I'm trying not to listen to you guys.
I'm having a tough enough time shutting you guys out of my ear, let alone.
Yeah, this has been just an absolute display from Jeremiah. He came in here with an absolute mindset of domination, and while he has not dominated Kenny Doyle, I think that for Kenny Doyle standards, Jeremiah has kind of dominated Kenny Doyle tonight. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I think that Kenny got off to a very slow start compared to what we're normally used to seeing from Kenny. And I think he would not deny that as he shakes his head right there, as he just can't believe it with a 7 mark there. Just wanted that little bit more. But yeah, I think that he'll be the first one to say, I just didn't come off the line or that starting line as hot as I'd like.
Yeah, he came out of the gates a little bit slow, and against Maya, it really, again, he wanted to have fun tonight. Kenny was hoping to enjoy the match, have a good time. Playing against Maya throwing like this is not enjoyable when you're not at the exact same level. There's just so much pressure going on. And Brandon Neal says it best. He goes, all while buying and selling a house this week for Jeremiah. It's been quite impressive, and you're absolutely right. He's gone through. Yeah. How crazy is that?
That is insanity, because the process of buying a house, it's just insane. And selling is just a nightmare. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know how he is able to have all this intense focus on this match. But again, this is a year in the making. He's wanted to do this for a year. He's been waiting for this moment, and he has delivered tonight, to say the least. I mean, never broken on his throw. And it looks like he's in prime position here to possibly break Kenny for the match.
Well, let's be honest here. There's a lot of players that, are starting to get that push. I think Scotty Kirshner and David Fathom would be another one that I could mention that are kind of getting that push to start getting back into things with the amount of excitement we have in the game, the amount of prize pool money that's out there now.
Well, Kenny Doyle throwing in a boom goes the dynamite right there. Trying to stay in this one, but you're right. The prize money, it's bringing the top level players. I know that CSI is got, it's going to be quite the doozy there in Kansas City here next month. Can you believe it's already almost a month away?
Right? Lots of CSC Challenger Series participants in there, including, Ryan Mooningham, who we commentate with every once in a while.
Yep.
Jules Van Doggen's in the group as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, excited to see that play out in Kansas City.
Yeah, you just mentioned two very good top shots. Of course, Jules on a whole different level of just playing. Of course, a PDC pro. That's going to be crazy. As we're seeing craziness here from Jeremiah Millar. Goes double bull 8 mark here, and he is one bullseye away from beating Kenny Doyle 9-5. I mean, it was an impressive display of darts tonight from Jeremiah Millar. And Kenny, while he started off slow, he hasn't done a whole lot wrong. He just has not thrown in the big scores that Jeremiah has consistently.
I would say you're correct in that one.
And a 6-2-1 will be the final average there for Jeremiah Millar in this one. He wins 9-5. You saw how much it kind of meant to him. There's all the people coming into frame. Oh, I love it. Boom goes the dynamite right there. MCE darts. I can't believe that's become a thing, but awesome. Guys, all of you tuning in with us. We had almost 750 there at the end. That's awesome. That's awesome, and this thing's just going to keep getting better and better as the weeks go on here in the CSC Challenger Series, bud. That one was, woo, hats off. Hats off there.
Yeah, I was trying to get a quick little, let's do some math here real quick for us as we get our winning averages together, just so we can kind of see where Jeremiah Millar was at when he was winning these bad boys.
Yeah, I mean, guys, again, leave a comment in our chat. Hit that like button for us. You got just a couple of minutes left to do so to enter into our live stream giveaway brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. Tonight's raffle winner will receive their choice of any Shot Mega Tactical Dart case found on A2ZDarts.com. You'll have your choice of color between black, blue, red, and hot pink. The Mega Tactical case is a supersized and super tough darts case that carries and protects 4 sets of fully assembled darts. Just leave a comment in our chat. Let us know what you thought of that one. Let us know what you want to see next week. You guys can all see the bracket there as well. You might have some say in the matter, more so than probably we do, even on matches to see coming up, bud. But I think I wore the right jersey tonight for the situation.
I would say you did, as a 5.77 average for Jeremiah Millar in his winning legs this evening. That's pretty impressive, I would say.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad, not bad. I'll be honest here. I'm gonna say it. If we don't see Gates and Millar tomorrow or next week on the stream, I'm gonna be very upset. And those are 2 streaming locations, so let's make it happen, folks. What do you say? Come on.
Oh boy.
Come on. Let's
The
go back to
boss?
back.
Not to spoil, but we might be holding their match so that way we can feature some losers bracket and then come back to it. We're not going to not let that match be on the stream. Don't you worry about that.
Well, that is still something we enjoy hearing. Is we want to see that match for sure. I know you all do as well. So there you go, folks. We'll either hold it or we'll play it right here on the stream. It will happen, so we can guarantee it. So that's great to hear in the background.
Man, first of all, thank you to everyone in the comments. You guys are way too nice to us, as always, because we have probably the greatest gig ever to sit here and just watch this match along with you guys. Hopefully give you some insight and some situations, but otherwise we're just hanging out, having a good time, like 3 buddies on a couch watching darts. It's a lot of fun. You guys make it even more interesting in the chat. Love to see all the top shots in there with us. we got people all over the country. It's so cool to be at this spot, to be in this moment. Jeremiah Millar, man, hats off to you, sir. Take a bow. That was an impressive display.
Yeah, it really was, and that one's gonna have some fireworks. His next match between him and Leonard Gates for sure, and then potentially on that other side of the bracket is we've got Rick Kinsey taking on the winner of Shea Johnson and Mike Carter, which is playing out now. Head on over to their live stream and check it out.
Yeah, and man, think about this. Look at this. The loser side of our bracket right now: Jordan Meyer, Bob Anderson, Jesse Gore, um, Steve Hennings, Abe Smith, Gary and Cole, um, Johnny Lackey. I think played tonight. Might have gotten through that.
I think he got through. I think he got through. I saw that.
So he'll play John Edwards. Now we're gonna have Kenny Doyle over there in that loser side match. Scuba Steve's in the loser side now. Oh boy, this is it's only setting up to be better as this season goes on. Some big names already out, and it's just it's going to continue to happen. But I fully believe that Kenny Doyle still wins at least $1,000 in the CSC Challenger Series. All he has to do is get by 2 more matches to get there. I think he can do it.
Yeah, Kenny can do it. He's a former champion in the CSC Challenger Series. He's a savvy veteran, but a lot of good players still left in this bad boy. So let's see what happens, folks. Join us every Monday and Wednesday night as we've got Division 2 coming your way Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Definitely want to set the alarm clock for that one
Yeah.
as we look forward to that one.
Do we have that match lined up yet? I was going to ask Nick here, who is giving me a pained look on his face like he has no idea. So we'll see if he does. Nick?
Big picture happening there. I wonder what was going on there, Nick. Unmute. There we go.
You can do it, buddy.
I was just trying to give you guys a little peek of what was going on my side screen over here. Then also the question was thrown at me, and I was not ready for Sean to throw a question at me because I was like, "Oh, I want to show off this really cool moment that Millar is having with the support from his bar." And then all of a sudden, I was getting asked. So, what was the question one more time? I have the update for you right now.
Do you know who is playing on Wednesday on our stream?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we have not confirmed anything yet. We have a couple players we're talking with. And as soon as we know, we'll make sure to announce it on Facebook for the PPD page and probably on the USA Darts page as well.
Well, there you go. There's a lot of great matches to choose from. I mean, it's going to be great either way. Whew, I cannot wait, buddy. The rest of the CSC Challenger Series, Division 1 and Division 2, leading up to TOC. Can't ask for better time. Join us next time, guys. You don't want to miss everything we're bringing you. Every Monday and Wednesday. You got the GOAT, Will Stewart. I mean, what else can you ask for?
Get out of here, says the famous Boom Goes the Dynamite guy here.
Wait, you're not the boom guy?
I'm not the boom guy. Sadly, I'm not the boom guy, but that's quite all right. Join us Wednesday night, folks. We'll see you later. Will Stewart, Sean Green, Nick Teixeira. I'll take care of the closing duties for Sean as he he will ramble on through the evening. We'll see you later.
So you guys want to talk about books? No, I'm kidding, guys. Have a great night.